This is one of my favorite tips in this entire course. If you need to give someone instructions about where to go or what to see, it's always much simpler and 10 times faster to take a screenshot of your screen and send that to them instead of typing out the detailed description. In this video, we'll go over how to show instead of tell by attaching screenshots in your email messages. So let's start with why attach screenshots. There are multiple advantages for doing so. The first is that they save you a ton of time. So instead of typing detailed instructions and going back and forth to check on them, what you can do is just list out a screenshot and send that in your email message and save yourself a few minutes here or there. The second is that they make life easier for your email recipients as well. So when someone actually receives a screenshot, to them it's a lot easier for them to go through that instead of a list of step-by-step instructions on what they need to do. A third advantage is that they're very easy to implement. So it literally takes a couple of seconds for you to actually take a screenshot, and I'm going to show you in a few minutes how to do that. And then finally, they reduce potential miscommunication. So it's actually a law of nature that people digest visual content much more efficiently than they do with text-only content. So that's also going to help you reduce any potential miscommunication with your team members. So let's talk about when to use screenshots. And there are obviously multiple ways in which you can use them, but here are a few. The first is to show someone where to go on a website, such as which tab to click on. Again, it's a lot easier for you to kind of show instead of telling them where to go and what to see. Another situation is to give someone step-by-step instructions about a specific process. A third is to highlight a specific slide in an attached PowerPoint deck. So for example, instead of sending 500 pages of a PowerPoint deck and then say on slide 272, check that little link or check that little thing in the corner, it's a lot easier for you to just take a screenshot of that PowerPoint slide and then attach it in an email and have a discussion around it. And then finally, you can actually use screenshots to show someone an error message to help out in troubleshooting, for example. This helps a lot with the help desk. And if you're having a problem that you've been facing over and over, it's easier to show them what you're seeing by attaching a screenshot. Okay, so here's how to take screenshots if you're using a Mac. One way is to use the Command plus Shift plus 3 buttons on your keyboard. And that takes a screenshot of the entire screen. So whatever you're seeing on the screen, if you hit Command Shift 3, you're going to get an entire screenshot for what you're seeing. Another way is to use Command Shift 4. And what that does is helps you take just part of the screen as a screenshot, and then you can save that on your desktop or whatever within your folder directory. And here's how to take screenshots using your PC. So there's what's called the PRT-SC, which stands for Print Screen button. Sometimes it's listed out as Print Screen and other times it's PRT-SC. And it's usually in the top right corner of your keyboard. Simply press that, and what it does is it copies a screenshot of your entire screen to your clipboard, and then you can just paste it anywhere you want, including an email message. And another is to use what's called the snipping tool, which comes free with Windows. This is my favorite tool, and you can use it to actually take a screenshot of part of your screen or your entire screen. And you can simply find it using your start button on Windows. It usually shows up there, or if you can't find it, use the search feature. Just search for snipping tool and it'll show up. And let me actually show you exactly how this works. All right, so what I have here is my blog, thecouchmanager.com, open in Chrome. And let's say I want to have someone go to the blog portion of it. And then when we get to this page, I want them to kind of click on my latest book. Right, so what I can do is in an email, I can say, hey, go to thecouchmanager.com, then click on blog in the top right, and then scroll down a little bit, and then click on the book that shows up in the margin that says write your book on the side. Or what I can use is the snipping tool. So I click on this Windows button here. I go all the way up to snipping tool and click on that. As you can tell, what it does is it grays out the portion of the blog and it opens up this little window here. So if I click on this, it kind of ungrays it, which means it's not in select mode. And then if I click it on again, what I can do is just click on where I want to have the screenshot start. So maybe I can have it start all the way from here. And then I release at this corner. And what it does here, it opens up a window which is the snipping tool program, right? So the blog is still here on Chrome, and this is sort of a smaller, let me kind of show you how it looks like, a smaller window that shows the image that I just snapped using the snipping tool. And the cool thing about it is that I have some tools here that I can use. So for example, with the pen, I can draw a little circle here and say like a little arrow, for example, and maybe another circle over there and kind of say something like click here, right? And another cool feature is that I can use the highlight feature over here. So that's the pen, and then the highlight feature, and maybe highlight a few words that I need to kind of point out, something here. And the best part is I can click on this icon over here that says copy. And when I click it, it basically saves it to the clipboard. So if I just paste anywhere else in the email message or hit a Control V anywhere, I'm going to get this JPEG image in there. Another way is to just simply save it. If I click there, as you can tell, it saves it as a JPEG file, and I can save it anywhere and use it in my email messages as an attachment. And that's basically it. All right, so that was the snipping tool. Let's wrap up with a quick summary. Whenever possible, show instead of tell by attaching screenshots in your email messages. Use them to show someone where to go on a website or give them step-by-step instructions. Then on a Mac, use the Command-Shift-3 buttons to take a screenshot of the entire screen, or Command-Shift-4 to take a screenshot of parts of the screen. And then on a PC, use the Print Screen button or the free snipping tool, which is my favorite. Thanks so much for watching, and on to the next video.